Brad Walter and Adrian Proszenko raking over the coals of Origin 1. It wasn't the greatest spectacle ever, was it? But it was engrossing enough.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I thought it was a really good game of football. I thought New South Wales blew it in the second half.
Yeah. And was that when they didn't take the field goal when they should have?
Oh, I think they just made too many errors in the second half. I thought they dominated the first half. It wasn't really that Queensland beat them. I just thought they lost the game. The decision making of some of the key playmakers was poor at times, and they just took wrong options and didn't set themselves up to win the game.
Yeah, I thought they had a couple of chances. Like once or twice they should have taken the shot, and then basically once Queensland had one opportunity, they marched them upfield and showed them how it was done. Same old story, really.
The presses were interesting, weren't they? Because Laurie Daly went out of his way without being asked to say that the halves, Trent Hodgkinson and Mitchell Pearce, would be retained. What would you make of that? I mean, that's obvious, do you think, or is it actually...
Well, I don't think he's got too many options, but I did think that it looked like maybe when the game was on the line, New South Wales had the chance to go for the field goal. Pearce called for the ball when Hodgkinson was set up, and another time Robbie Farah didn't pass to Hodgkinson, he passed back to Dugan, and then Dugan had to hurriedly have an attempt that almost went over. So I just thought that they haven't played together as a spine before, and I thought they got a little bit confused.
I thought it was interesting too that Josh Reynolds, the bloke that was overlooked from last year's series, he kicked a field goal under pressure to win against Canberra the other day. So he was the man.
That's a very good point. You're a very smart man.
But usually you'd bank on Hodgkinson to kick a field goal. He's probably the best in the business.
Okay, here's my attempt to be smart. 9 of the 11 points for Queensland were scored by Melbourne players, and the next game's in Melbourne, so that doesn't augur very well for New South Wales, does it?
Yeah, but I'm not sure, what's the record at the MCG? I think New South Wales might be 2-0.
Cattle dog.
It has been a while.
So, I mean, there's no gripping narratives out of this game. There's nothing that you'll grab by the throat tomorrow morning and chase up. Is there?
Robbie Farah?
Yes, tell us about that.
Well, the interesting thing is we've already lost so much experience. Like New South Wales are without Jared Hayne, Luke Lewis, Paul Gallen, Greg Bird. Who's going to be the captain if Robbie Farah can't play and if Paul Gallen isn't fit in time? So I think Gallen in the sheds indicated that he was hoping to be fit. He's going to start training with Cronulla as soon as tomorrow, doing some contact, but obviously not the full session. So who's going to be the New South Wales captain? What's going to happen there? And obviously, if Farah wasn't able to play, who would have gone to hooker? If he'd come off in the 28th minute when he got injured with Justin Hodges.
Yeah. And Daly Cherry Evans, if he is available, does Michael Morgan get the heave-ho, or does he keep his spot?
Yeah, I think Michael Morgan gets the heave-ho. He did okay, Michael Morgan, but he didn't set the world on fire.
We could do this all night, fellas, but it's nearing the witching hour. As Iron Maiden said, it's 2 minutes to midnight, so thanks for joining us. We did a lot of experimental things tonight on the blog, and hopefully the readers and viewers enjoyed them, and listeners. See you in Melbourne.
See you.